Alright, here we are. Morning of day 5. So far, still no attacks. We got things and stuff going. We got a bush growing out of our furnace, apparently. I don't know. Hey, looks like we got some respawn trees coming on, which is good. We're gonna need the wood. But as usual, things to empty out of the inventory. I don't like to do inventory maintenance. It's just not my thing. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to make gunpowder so that we upgrade to the shooting here, upgrade ammo. Alright, now we can make the black powder ammunition. Sure. Oh, apparently it's in the weapons. That makes sense, I guess. And we'll get 10 black powder for our black powder ammo gun here. And the first thing on the agenda today is metal. And by metal, I don't mean scrap. I mean iron and copper. That's what we need mostly. So we're going to get in our boat and we're going to get out our ore detector. Alright, nearest copper is 151 and nearest iron is 88. As soon as it gets to about 30-ish, you'll notice it'll probably start going back up. There you go. And that's when you know that the ore is basically right below you. Grab your pick and dive. And there it is. Now, one thing you want to get used to is once you find one, just take a look around. You'll probably find another one without using the device, but if you can't, just whip out the device right there underwater and you can find it that way. So this one is quite a ways away, so we will go back. Alright, looks like we're here. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to see. Alright, then you got areas like this where you are looking for iron, but you also see a copper node right next to it, so you might as well grab that too. Because you need a lot of metal, a lot of iron, and a lot of copper for sure. Once you get past the black powder phase, you don't really need a whole lot of sulfur. Unless, of course, you want to make grenades for explosives and stuff, but I tend to hurt myself with explosives more than I do the enemy. So, alright, we're back to 100 and something for the distance, so let's go back to the boat. Alright, we're back at the boat. Let's drop off in the box what we got for metal. Get out the old, yeah, see, we're way over 100 now. We know there was some over this way. Let's go this way for a bit to go. Oh wait, we're on copper. We want iron. Hold on a tick. Alright, this one looks like it's going to be a little deeper. Go ahead and jump off here. Take a gander. Okay, right there. Alright, go with another one. Usually not down that far. Guess that's up. Now, when I first do this, I usually go until I have 50 iron, because that's about how much you need with upgrades and all that. That you gotta do right away. That's the general rule of thumb I go by anyway. Alright, we got just a little bit over 50, and that should be good for now. I don't waste too much time doing that. Let's head back to base, get that smelting up. Now, we're not gonna be able to smelt very fast out of one furnace or whatever, so if you want, you can build multiple furnaces. That will make the process a lot quicker, which I'll probably end up doing here shortly, is building another couple furnaces if I'm able to. Alright. Here we are, back at the base. Grab our metal, and we can go ahead and start smelting that up. That tree is going to bug me, so we're going to cut it down. Also a good idea to build a box right over by where you have your furnace, because metal takes up a lot of space. Alright, now we're going to make a couple more furnaces, and you can overlap them a little bit, so just kind of squeeze them in a little bit, make a little bit room for myself. There we go. Now we have 3 furnaces, and that just means we're going to be going through a lot more wood as well. Keep that in mind. Alright, once you get some metal going, you want to go over to table and research. The first thing I usually do is the advanced purifier, because then you don't have to keep running buckets. You can just pump it, which is a lot easier. The next thing I like to do is the air tank and the air filling station. Then it's kind of a toss-up. What I do next is either the armor station or the anvil, because the anvil can make you slightly better weapons, melee weapon, stuff like that. But also you want to check on this here, because you're going to need to upgrade to this as quick as possible, because it's got all the goody stuff, weapons and guns and stuff. And we do have enough copper, we just have to smelt it up first. So the next thing I'm going to research, armor workshop, a little bit more scrap for that. Okay, got that done. And we will also do the improved grill. And then really the only thing we have left to do in this one is combat armor. But if we get the other one upgraded quick enough, we won't have to worry about that armor. Just go straight to the better armor later. Alright, since we need some copper to upgrade to that next level, go ahead and start making some of that copper up. And it is getting to be that time of the evening again. We're sleep and start our day again. Now, if you want, you can choose to make a sacrifice of your sleep and smelt through the night, because that will be a good use of that time. What do we need for the next level again? Rope, components, metal, and I don't know if we have. Oh yeah. Alright, now all we should have to do is grab these, and we should have enough to upgrade to the next level. Oh, we need 2 more. Alright, let's go ahead and research the tier 3. Now this is where we gotta start getting some resources going, because we're gonna need to get some gun parts, and we're gonna need electronics, obviously. Not so much for the lights, but for other, like the batteries. Those come in handy if you want to have, you know, running electrics and whatnot. The armor, for sure. I usually go with and make the homemade revolver as well, because that can get you quite far. Another thing you can do is you can make your own gun part components and ingots. However, they are a bit spendy, so keep that in mind. Anyway, that pretty much concludes day 5. It wasn't a whole lot going on. Basically, all we did is got iron and yeah, that was pretty much it. Got iron and copper and smelted it. So yeah, I will see you on day 6.